Hi, this is Andrew H., Week 7 presentation, double radical expressions. Today we have a double radical expression of square root of 6x plus 7 minus the square root of 3x plus 3 equals 1. Now, to start off this problem, you always want to isolate the radical. So we're going to add root 3x plus 3 to both sides.
That's how you're supposed to blame knuckles.
And our second step, we're going to have 6 root the square root of 6x plus 7 equals 1 plus the square root of 3x plus 3. Now, we want to get rid of our square root signs. So in order to do that, we are going to square both of them. In this one, you have to square the whole entire thing. So in step 3, because of squaring it, we will get 6x plus 7, and this will equal 1 plus the square, actually, we'll get 1 plus the square root of 3x plus 3, and 1 plus the square root of 3x plus 3, and that's going to equal 1 plus square root of 3x plus 3 plus the square root of 3x plus 3 plus the square, actually we'll get in parentheses 3x plus 3, because this times this will square this, which will get rid of our radical sign. Our step 4, we will have 6x plus 7 equals 1 plus 2 root 3x plus 3, because we are adding two similar radicals together, plus 3x plus 3. Then we are going to, with our 6x plus 7, we are going to minus, first let's add everything up. So we have 1 plus 3, so that's 4, plus 3x plus 2 root 3x plus 3, and that is equal to 6x plus 7. Now we are going to subtract 4 from both sides and subtract 3x from both sides. That'll give us 3x minus 3 equals 2 root 3x plus 3. Now we're going to square these both again, because we want to get rid of that radical again. So that'll give us 3x plus 3, such a plus sign, 3x plus 3 and 3x plus 3 equals 2 root 3x plus 3 and 2 root 3x plus 3. That'll give us 9x squared, after we FOIL 6x plus 9 is equal to 4 and 3x plus 3. These are in parentheses because when multiplying two radicals, they'll square, so they will cancel out the radical. This will then equal 9x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 12x plus 12. Now we want to get these all onto one side so it's equal to 0. So for that we'll get minus 12 and minus 12, minus 12x, minus 12x. So 9x squared minus 6x minus 3 equals 0. Now we are going to factor out a 3 so that we can figure out what our x will be. So first let's get caught up with our Roman numerals. We're actually going to turn it over.
Just drop it.
So we'll get 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 equals 0. So with that, we'll get 3 and x minus 3 and x plus 1 equals 0. We're doing bottoms up in this one. And we'll divide by 3, divide by 3. So our x will equal a negative 1, and our x will equal a 1/3. Those are our two answers. Now we don't know if those are actually correct, so we have to check them. So in order to check them, we'll plug them back into the original problem. which we can do pretty much either one. So we can do root 6x plus 7 minus root 3x plus 3 equals 1. The first one was x equals negative 1. So we'll do that first. 6 times negative 1 plus 7 minus root 3 negative 1 plus 3 equals 1. So the square root of negative 6 plus 7 minus the square root of negative 3 plus 3 equals the square root of 1 minus the square root of 0, which equals 1. So now we know that one is correct. For the next one, we know that x equals 1 over 3. So we have 6x plus 7 minus the square root of 3x plus 3 equals 1. The square root of 6, 1/3, plus 7 minus the square root of 3, 1/3, plus 3 equals 1. So that would give us 2 plus 7 minus 1 plus 3 equals the square root of 9 minus the square root of 4. So that would be 3 minus 2 equals 1. So now that they both work, our x equals negative 1 and our x equals 1/3. And that is how you solve double radical expressions.